My talk is on forests. Indian forests. Trees and the undergrowth is what is termed as forest. What's undergrowth? Whatever variety of plants that grow under the trees, you call them as undergrowth. Look at a forest, you have trees, enormous trees, which would have grown into height, and below these trees, you will have the undergrowth. So, trees and the undergrowth, together we call it as forests. Forests are a natural resource. Of all the natural resources the country has, forests occupy a very important place. Very important place. You cannot think of humans and animals leading a life without plants, without trees. Flora and fauna. Flora is the greenery around us. Fauna, the animal world, including humans. We all survive because the flora are there. They support. Without flora, we cannot live even for a minute on this planet. The oxygen we breathe, we get from plants. Okay, we have a model of a tree here with various uses of plants mentioned on them. We will just go through them one by one. A beautiful tree. Here all the uses have been mentioned. To start with fuel. The petrol, the diesel, the coal we get from under the ground, they are all plant products. They conserve energy. The energy we need for all human activities, they are from plants. Good climate. You can't think of a good climate without plants. Seeds. To replenish the planet with greenery, you need seeds. We get manure. The foliage, the leaves, plants, as they get buried in soil, or when they fall and undergo decay, they turn into good manure. You have shade. Where can we go if there are no plants for shade? We get roasted in the sun. Plants, they give us respite when we are walking through sun. Beauty. Think of this world. Without plants, what beauty will be there? It's all a desert and beauty. Paper, we manufacture paper from plants. Clean water. Plants help us to get clean water. Oxygen. Plants give out oxygen when they prepare food. At the time of photosynthesis, they take in carbon dioxide and prepare food. What they give out is oxygen. That oxygen enables us to respire and survive. The whole animal world survives because plants give us oxygen. Flood control, heavy rains, water that starts rushing from one region to the other, along the rivers or on the banks of the rivers or on the slopes of a mountain, they are stopped by trees. Trees prevent water from gaining high speed. Then you have birds. Birds build nests. Birds have their dwellings mostly on treetops. They give us flowers. They conserve soil. Soil is not just allowed to get wiped out, washed out by speeding water. Conserve soil. We get lot of rain. If you have forest wealth, if you have greenery, then the water droplets in the atmosphere, they condense and we get rain. Medicines. What all medicines we get from plants, more 95% of the medicines we get, they are all of plant origin. The Indian Ayurvedic system is based on plant products. Then paints, different kinds of paints we use to decorate the walls of the buildings. They are all from plant sources. Cool weather, the weather remains cool. Grow a number of trees around your house. You see how cool the weather will be. Oil, we get oils, different kinds of oils. It may be mustard oil or coconut oil or sesame oil. We get them from plants. Furniture. Most of the valuable furniture, we get them from plants. Gum, the resin and all, they are all plant products. Fodder for animals. What do animals eat? Fodder. Fodder is nothing but the leaves of the plants. So they become food for animals, especially herbivores. Then carnivores, they depend on herbivores. So even carnivores, indirectly, they are dependent on plants. Rubber has played a crucial role in the modern technological life. Movement is possible on roads because of rubber tires. Rubber we get from the rubber trees. Beverages, variety of beverages. Soft drinks we get them from plants. Perfumes, give us good smell, perfumes. Clean air is maintained clean by plants. If you have lots of trees, then automatically the trees filter the air and the air turns clean. They prevent dust. Fibers, varieties of fibers. The clothes we wear may be cotton. Cotton we get from plants. Silk we get from silkworms. But again, silkworms depend on plants for their food. Cloth, variety of cloths. It may be jute or it may be cotton, silk. All these ultimately have the root production center set among plants. Then food and fruits. The entire fauna, animals, the entire animal world depends on plants for their food. So, I would say timber, we get timber from plants, we discussed about furniture. All industrial raw materials we get from plants, most of them. Lots of employment opportunities you find in the world because we have plants around us. Soil erosion, soil gets checked from getting washed out. They regulate the flow of rivers, prevent desertification. The plants start dying, forests start disappearing. Our land would nothing be desert. Nothing else other than desert. Plants improve soil fertility. They make the climate equable, get well balanced. The climate gets well balanced only if we have plenty of forests around us. Then they shelter the wildlife too. Okay, now let us see what all type of forests are there. main types of forests. The first one, tropical evergreen forests. Tropical evergreen forests. They are found mainly in the tropics and they are evergreen. In places where the rain is 200 centimeters and above. Some geologists also say 250 centimeters and above. Let's say 200 centimeters and above. Places where there is plenty of rain can boast of tropical rainforests. They are evergreen. They remain green throughout the year. The trees compete with each other to grow. They grow into great heights. The jungles will be very thick. And throughout the year, the foliage will be green, the forest will be green. These forests are dense, trees grow to great heights. Mainly, they don't shed their leaves. Tropical evergreen forests don't shed their leaves. That's the reason why they remain green throughout. Trees like rosewood, teak sheds leaves, but these teak trees have made an entrance into tropical forests. Originally, they are not from the tropical forests, but today maybe because of the efforts put in by ecologists or even from the viewpoint of the economic benefit, we have started growing it everywhere. Deforestation takes place. Once that's done, while afforestation activity is taken up, teak is planted. It disturbs the ecological balance, no doubt. We will not go into those aspects now. Rosewood, ebony, mahogany, these are all great timber trees we find in the tropical evergreen forests. Where do we find them? We find these on the western slopes of western hills. Western hills, you call them as Sahyadri even, starting from Tapi river up to Kanyakumari. Western side of western rivers will have they have thick forests. But the eastern side of western forests, western hills, it's a rain shadow area. You don't have tropical evergreen forests. Instead of that, you find tropical deciduous forests there. We will come to that next. Then you find these in Assam and neighboring states there, like Meghalaya, Manipur, Nagaland, West Bengal. In those regions, you do find tropical evergreen forests. We will move on to the next, tropical deciduous forests. Deciduous. The word deciduous means those that shed their leaves. After the rainy season, we have the winter. In winter or spring that follows next, the leaves fall down. The leaves fall down. Now this is what we call by the term deciduous. The tropical deciduous forest. Most of the forests we have in India, they are all deciduous in nature. They shed their leaves. Now these are the deciduous trees you can see. It's not as thick as the evergreen forest because they shed their leaves. And you can see through the forest a big distance, a long distance you can see because they are all sans leaves. As the undergrowth, you find even grass growing. Grass, it's undergrowth here. Here, there is no room for undergrowth because the foliage is very thick. There is a canopy. In the evergreen forest, the foliage will result into a canopy and no sunlight will enter in. And undergrowth cannot be there. but here you find undergrowth. Now, where do you find these? These are found in eastern Rajasthan, Punjab, parts of Western Ghats and Cardamom Hills. We will come to the third one now, scrub forest and grassland. Most of India is covered by tropical deciduous forest, starting from Punjab up to Cape Comorin. We will take up scrub forest. Here you find mainly thorny plants and some grasslands. Here 250 centimeters and above I said evergreen forest, 100 to 200 centimeters we say deciduous forest. Here it is 60 to 100 centimeters. As the rainfall decreases, we slowly move towards desertification. Here you find the resultant product of a desert. Looks like a desert almost. Kutch, fringes of Thar desert have these scrub forests. Certain parts of Peninsula Plateau too have scrub forests. Short coarse grass you find, thorny trees and bushes. We will come to the desert vegetation now. Hardly you find vegetation here. What you find? They are all sand dunes and cactus and palm-like trees growing here and there. So, what will be the rainfall? The rainfall will be 10 centimeters to 50 centimeters. Roughly 10 centimeters to 50 centimeters. Very low rainfall. So you don't find any of the trees which you find here growing in deserts because they need plenty of water. What you find will be mainly palm or cactus or maybe the Kejra trees, babul trees. Only such trees you find in the desert region which need very little water. That's all about desert. Where do you find? Thar desert. We have the example of Thar desert in Rajasthan and the adjoining parts in Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh. Those adjoining areas which are connected with Thar desert, they do have desert-like environment. We will move on to the fourth, mountain forest now. These are forests you find on the mountain slopes. And the trees are all conical in shape. Mainly they are fir trees. When ice fall is there, the ice will slide down the trees easily. If the trees were like this, the plant would not have been able to withstand. Fir trees, they are conical in shape. Ice, the snow that falls easily slides down and the plant gets saved. It won't harm the plants. So we find them in the slopes of mountains, mainly in the Himalayan region, in the Shivaliks, or can be in the Himachal too. Then Nilgiris in the south, Ooty, Kodaikanal, Nilgiri area. If you go there, you find these trees in abundant numbers. You find them there. Oak, chestnut, ash, beech, pine, cedar, spruce, fir. All these are found here in the mountain forest. Let's come to the mangrove forest now. Mangrove forests are found mainly in the delta regions of the various east flowing rivers of India. Ganges, Brahmaputra, Brahmani, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Palar, Pennar, Kaveri, all these rivers, as they join the sea, you find a delta portion. Delta means triangular portion, where you find the impact of the high tides. When high tides are there, water enters in. When low tides are there, the sweet water fills that area. Salt water will have a regression. It moves back. In these places we find mangrove forests. The most famous mangrove forests in the world we find in the delta of the Ganges. We call it as Sundarbans. These trees, Avicennia, like Rhizophora, such trees, those trees cannot stand well. They cannot have a foothold. So they will have number of stilt roots all around. It's like putting up a pole and tying it with ropes from all sides to make it stand erect. When electrical poles, huge poles are put up, they put wires on all the sides and get it set well. So you find stilt roots there all around. They help the plant stand erect. And here the water level, salt water level will go up. When there is a high tide, when there is a low tide, automatically the roots get exposed and water level goes down. We have a few photos of the mangrove forest here. We will have a look at them. Yeah, this will give a very clear picture. Here in this photo, you can see the delta of the Ganges, as you can see from the satellite. This is a satellite photo. See, these are the distributaries of Ganges. The Ganges river is about to join the Bay of Bengal. It has got split into a number of distributaries, and the intermittent area is full of forests, and they are mangrove forests. Here you can see these trees have buttress roots. Buttress roots are wall-like roots. Each root will have a height of 6 to 8 feet. You can see a human being standing here. The height of the root, they are wall-like. Almost they rise to the height of a human being. What a great thing, you see, on all the sides, these buttress roots, they provide support to the plant and make it stand erect. Here you have the Avicennia plant. It's one of the kinds you find there. You find the respiratory roots here. They all stand erect. And these roots help the plant to get oxygen from the air when there is low tide. When high tide is there, they get submerged. 6 hours there will be high tide, next 6 hours there will be low tide. Sea level goes up, water level goes up. Now, as the water level goes down, all the roots get exposed and respiration goes on. Here too you find a different kind of roots. These are called stilt roots. Stilt roots. These are very strong. You can walk on them even. They hold the plant well. In Sundarbans, Bengal, you find the royal tigers, Royal Bengal tigers. They are very well adapted to the mangrove forests. Here people are traversing the distributaries there with the help of tourist guides to have a look at the mangrove forest as well as these tigers, royal tigers. And people, in order to avoid any attack by a tiger from behind, they are wearing masks. You can see them. Each one is wearing a mask here. They tie a mask, have a mask here to see that they are not attacked by tigers from behind. It's a safety measure. Even people who work in tea gardens or in the forest there or suburbs there, they all do wear. This is another view of the mangrove forest, where you can find the spotted deer. Now these are the various kinds of vegetations we find, forest vegetation we find in India. We close it with this. We continue in the next video.